Hello everybody, it's Jonathan Keller with California Family Counsel, and I am thrilled to be joined by my good friend and across the country colleague, Matt Sharp from Alliance Defending Freedom.
Good to be here.
So Matt, I know that ADF is obviously one of the foremost defenders of religious freedom and parental rights in our nation. We're so blessed to get to work with you at California Family Counsel. There's a lot of bills all across the country every year, and I know you guys have very limited resources, but you are here.
Yeah.
Why is AB 495 really such a five-alarm fire when it comes to parental rights and the protection of children?
Yeah. Well, we really see this as one of the biggest threats to parental rights that we've seen across the country this year, where you have a bill that's telling parents, a caregiver, someone who can have no relationship to your child, can come take your child and begin to make medical and educational decisions for your child, and you have very limited ability to be able to object to it. So we really appreciate you guys' leadership on this issue at California Family Counsel, and it's always our privilege to work with you guys to stand against legislation like this.
Well, folks, I know a lot of times you hear people talk about horrible bills coming out of this building behind us, and sometimes you can think, oh, come on, are you being dramatic? I mean, you're just doing this for clicks online. It can't really be that bad. I mean, no school is going to actually turn over control of a child to a non-related adult just because of a piece of paper, right?
Well, the sad thing is it's already happening, not only here in California, but across the country, where you've got schools doing things like these secret social transitions. You've got school counselors that are hiding information, lying to parents about transitioning a child. You take this bill that now gives them an affidavit and legal authority to continue to do that and do much more. You now have someone that could consent to gender transition drugs and surgeries of kids, consent to them getting all sorts of things without parents having any knowledge about it. So to me, this is one of the biggest threats that we've seen across the country, and it's taking the bad stuff we're already seeing happen and putting it really on a whole nother level of threats to parental rights.
So folks, again, if you are not familiar with ADF, I just want you to hear. You heard Matt describe how bad this is. ADF is not a random pop-up organization that was founded yesterday. For the last 30 plus years, almost 40 years now,
30 years, yeah.
They have been at the forefront of defending religious freedom, not just at the state level, but all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. How many Supreme Court cases have you guys won?
Yeah, I think we're over 16 now that we've got. We've got 4 cases this year, including one defending the ability of counselors to help kids that are dealing with gender confusion and other issues. And so we want to stand for free speech, we want to stand for religious liberty, but we're here today to stand for parental rights because we know what happens in California doesn't stay here,
right.
But a victory here of stopping this bill can help it spreading to other states. So that's why we're honored to partner with you guys, as you guys are leading the charge to protect parental rights across the country.
Awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much. I just want to tell people one final closing comment. We know that a lot of times in Sacramento, we're going to have our voice heard today. We're going to have some amazing speakers here at the rally. Matt's going to speak, I'm going to speak, a whole bunch of other folks. And we are really thrilled just to have such a wonderful turnout, especially alongside Pastor Jack Hibbs, Gina Gleason, Karen England, a great group of folks that are all going to be here. But I also want to say, Matt, to your point on the legal side of things, even if, God forbid, this bill does pass the Senate, even if Gavin Newsom signs it, I don't want people to be defeatist. That's not the end of the battle, correct?
That's right. Absolutely. We're already looking at this from a litigation angle. Like you, we want to see this bill die here today. But we know that sometimes the unexpected happens.
Right.
We're already looking at this, and we want parents to know if your rights are violated because of this bill or anything else happening in California, we are here to stand with you as a legal organization, to stand with California families, and to make sure that no family has their God-given right to raise and direct the care of their children stripped away by government power.
I could not add anything to that. That's why we love working with ADF and all these other wonderful allies. Folks, please go to our website, californiafamily.org. You can find out a lot more. God bless, and be sure to turn into the rally. We'll talk to you soon.